Hey YouTube, today we're going to be watching some ranked games that have been played as a part of the Ranked Royale. Now, if you haven't seen me talk about my new tournament, the Ranked Royale, the best way to go check it out is probably to go to the video with First Killer as the thumbnail that says, every pro is playing ranked because of my tournament, something like that as the title. In that one, I go over exactly what the Ranked Royale is and why everybody is grinding. But today we're watching a couple games that are a result of that. We have Joreuz and Moxie in this first game. We're watching from Joreuz's perspective right now. He's in the Vitality decal, but we also are going to have Joreuz versus Dr. Known. All three of those players have spent some time in the top three, which would result in an automatic qualification to the tournament. Everybody else going to have to play through in an attempt to be a part of it in that top 11. So how are these games going? Moxie and Joreuz is one of the matchups that when they're playing in show matches has almost no other equal. I think only one match that they had played recently didn't go the entire distance, but these two seem to have maybe a slight beef with each other. Nothing too crazy, but certainly something that gets a yap or two out of both of them every once in a while, and they have had some of the craziest back and forth games that I've ever seen. That being said, there's no question that it currently favors Moxie. The matchup between the two definitely favors Moxie. So we'll see how the ranked game goes today and whether or not they match up again in the Ranked Royale. The way the Ranked Royale main event works is that everybody who makes it will be playing everybody else in a round robin, kind of like how ranked would work in general. So certainly if they both make the main event, they will see each other at some point. Moxie down one right now, just over a minute 30. Joreuz trying to escape his box right now, or I guess here on Salty Shores it's more of a semicircle. He has escaped it, and Moxie immediately doesn't score. I was going to say immediately scores just afterwards, but he misses wide. Joreuz got just enough on this one. I'm surprised he didn't turn in to try and go for a bump. It seemed like a very clear situation with Joreuz top speed. He's not going to be able to win a race to the boost or do anything significant by continuing to drive left. I thought for sure he would turn in and try and demo Moxie. Instead, a Moxie goal happened shortly after, and now a kickoff goal in favor of Moxie as well. Wave dash kickoffs matched, something that we are seeing so much more of in 1v1. It's crazy to think about a time where people were not doing the wave dash recovery on the kickoff almost ever, and now it's an essential part of one's game. You have to have it if you want to be able to survive in a high-level one's lobby. And it's gotten to the point where some players almost use it as their default. Certainly Moxie does, and Joreuz integrating it a lot more as he hits a wave dash kickoff on this diagonal. Down 4-2. Moxie trying to pre-jump potential air dribble that never comes. So instead, Joreuz just takes a straight dribble on net. And that's definitely something that Moxie, I'm sure, feels like he should have had. Joreuz not throwing really any trick into the mix. Sometimes in these pro level lobbies, not throwing in something unexpected is unexpected in itself. Joreuz this time will take to the skies, leaning back into the reset. Such a strong shot, posted in 4-4. Joreuz is the kind of guy that when he is playing his top ones game, it is must watch television. YouTube television in this case, but you have to tune in. He is one of the most exciting players to do it. Not to say that players like Moxie aren't exciting, just a different kind of exciting that not everyone can appreciate. Us ones mains here, probably everybody who's here watching on the channel actually loves a good ground domination and, you know, flick perfection that we see from Moxie. but you can get just about anybody hyped about the way Joreuz likes to win in ones. Right now, wall to air dribble. Doesn't lead to much of anything. Does get the boost steal. Moxie's been able to hold on to a good amount, though. Ball starting its counterclockwise rotation. These two able to stop that. The ball pinches into Joreuz's corner. All the boost on the field belongs to Moxie. Joreuz is certainly not going to be able to get any on this whole half of the field, but he's actually able to pick up just enough pads, and his challenge launches the ball directly on target. And with a minute left to go, it is now time to start bringing the score into relevancy. You can start to play this, try and bait Moxie into bad decisions, but off the kickoff, Moxie is going to put himself right back within one. And anybody who's watched Moxie a lot knows just how significant that flick was. That was not one of Moxie's standard flicks. Turn right, flick left, using arrow left. He used arrow right in order to flick that one. And who knows if Joreuz, who has played Moxie a fair bit of times, was expecting something more conventional for him. It's crazy how he could just flick to the other side, and that's enough of a mix-up. But Joreuz was the one himself. We talked about how predictable Moxie was and how it still was able to work. 6-6. Moxie ties it up, this time with an air dribble and a 50. 16 seconds left to go. Who is going to get this valuable MMR anytime these guys match up against each other in ranked? They get way more points than I'm sure they do against anybody else, and it's looking like it's going to be Joreuz's points. With 12 seconds left to go, wave dash kickoff. Maybe not. Moxie hitting the wave dash. I'm not sure if Joreuz did. We're not going to get the replay because we're just watching a replay itself. 8 seconds left to go. Delay kickoff from Joreuz, a bit cheeky, but Moxie actually pushes through the ball and underneath him, so he can't dash to stay up. Moxie's keeping this in the air, flicking it back on target. Joreuz stops it, and he's going to play the 0-second game, trying to keep it up. Went for an incredibly ambitious read off the corner. Fortunate that Moxie wasn't able to keep it up, so it'll be a wave dash kickoff mirror to see who's going to win this game. These two staying so patient, carrying the ball together, and it does seem like Joreuz has a chance. No, Moxie with a save. Now, a dribble himself. He saw out of the corner of his eye that fake challenge and reacted to it, launching the ball early. Joreuz has to use just the last bit of boost that he has to get this save. Moxie flick over the top of Joreuz, and the tap in, and it will be a Moxie win. What an end to this game. So close to being a Joreuz victory, but no, Moxie it is. Takes Joreuz's points. But we got one more game that's been played. Let's go watch Joreuz versus Dr. Known. Joreuz versus the Doctor. The Doctor is in session, and it looks like this was played sometime around the same session, as we see Joreuz still rocking the Vitality decal here against Dr. Known. Dr. Known has had one of the more impressive runs in the Ranked Royale. If you saw the previous video, I'm not sure if I am loading it right before this one, but we talked about Wavy and his run in North America and how that has been the story in terms of surprises that we expect from this format. And even though Dr. Known is somebody that we have covered before, we saw him play in Next Gen, the under 15-year-old tournament, where he got a few different bouts against the likes of Dark and Fast, I believe. A couple others as well. We saw him play well, but we never really saw him get to the next level. Certainly not the level that would require to be top 10 in the world, top 3 in EU. And that is something that he's been able to do in the past few days. He is going to be able to dunk this ball off the top of Joreuz and pinch it straight on target. So a 2-0 lead for the Doctor. Wave dash kickoff too high. Joreuz going standard. Dr. Known, very aggressive pre-jump. Pulls off of it before Joreuz gets the dribble started. Actually, he's able to get a save. Joreuz does not bump, and it does end up being a followed-up play. So still Joreuz on the board. Joreuz electing not to go wave dash. Just about 50%. It's funny because Moxie was the first guy to really use the wave dash as a default, but never used it on the diagonals. I always felt like that was going to be the trend with other players, but it's definitely not. It seems like just about the only player who treats those diagonals differently. Most other players who have adopted the wave dash kickoff will use it at any moment. Troy is not the best recovery ever. Dr. Known should be able to counter it because of that. I'm not sure if he would have had it if he didn't clip off the inside of the post, but with the clip, it was certainly going to be free. So 3-1 for Dr. Known. Joreuz is trying to force through with a standard kickoff on Dr. Known's wave dash. Normally, a conventional kickoff is kind of the rock to the paper of wave dashing, but doesn't always work exactly that way. Standard from both. 4-1 lead for Dr. Known. Really impressive half flip and correction after Joreuz's mistaken jump. These are the kind of things that collectively make somebody's speed. You hear people talking about a player playing quickly. And it's a bunch of tiny elements of different movements. Joreuz is showing one great improvisation to find the exact sort of flip and cancel that he needs to get right back to the corner. He's trying to save this 100 of boost that he got after winning the kickoff. He wants Dr. Known to back off. Dr. Known does eventually back off, and interesting from Joreuz, runs out of ideas, just pops the ball with a single jump and hovers behind it. Maybe he lost control. Dr. Known snipes one over the top. Dr. Known has been creating scoring chances out of nothing so far, which has led to his 3-goal lead. Kickoff win for Joreuz for sure. He's going to try and collect the ball, take it away from the net, and attempt to set up with a better angle. Dr. Known, of course, doesn't want to let him do that for free, so looks to intercept. What a save from Dr. Known. It's an incredibly strong shot from Joreuz. I'm surprised he tried to capitalize on the respawn time, considering he was so far away, but he actually almost did it. And he's going to get a reset low to the ground here in order to tap the ball past Dr. Known. Dr. Known fake kickoff. He's had enough of being bested by Joreuz at the midfield. Dr. Known able to score again. He's just kind of doing it with speed right now. We've talked about how Dr. Known, one of the smarter ones players. Right now he's just forcing the issue with his movements, putting what is ultimately not, impossible to save shots on target on Joreuz, but quick enough that it leads to imperfect saves and follow-ups that have gone Dr. Known's way. He's trying to get underneath the ball now. Forced to just long flick. He couldn't have slowed it down if he wanted to. Joreuz missing high. Wow, got a really fortunate, actually unfortunate bounce. I was going to say fortunate, but he ended up dropping it right to where Dr. Known was going to be able to set up a shot. Will back off to the midfield. Knows Joreuz is low on boost after taking that from him. Dr. Known back to himself into a wall to air dribble. Joreuz is pre-jumping it. Slams it off the ceiling. Great interception. Right now, 40 seconds left to go. Joreuz really has no choice but to go for absolutely everything. He's able to save this one on the goal line. Joreuz, can he capitalize on Dr. Known diving into the corner? He can. So a 4th goal for Joreuz, and he hasn't given up on this game. The way ranked and forfeits usually go is this deep into the game, down 3, had a goal been scored, maybe you would have seen a forfeit because the 3-goal lead had existed for a long time. Joreuz is in it till the end. Dr. Known taking this downfield. Oh my goodness, wait, is this on target? It is! The low psycho, not an air psycho, but it comes off the back wall and he's able to just doink it, redirect it back on target off the ground. 10 seconds, he needs another one. Good thing Joreuz didn't give up on the game. Like I said, he maybe could have. Oh my goodness, wall to air dribble. Or not wall to air, ground to air. And he scores again. This is unbelievable. I did not look at this replay before I recorded this video, and it's a banger of a game here from Joreuz to tie it back up. No way he scores on 0 seconds. Oh my goodness. This is Joreuz, man. This is classic Joreuz. How many times have we seen this? He comes all the way back. We're going to watch it again real quick because 30 seconds ago, he was down 2. 30 seconds ago, the man was down 2 and he just works magic. Or sorry, 30 seconds ago, he was down 3. 30 seconds left to go. Joreuz able to punish Dr. Known because Dr. Known dove in order to get this one. The next goal here I can just reveal now. We can just look at the goals. The next goal comes off of this ground doink is insane. As he just side flips to launch it full field. Now he's down 2, 12 seconds. Certainly, or sorry, he's down 1, 12 seconds. He needs 1 and another if he wants to try and win. Certainly he doesn't get it right. But no, wall to air dribble. Why do I keep saying wall to air dribble? I'm so used to wall to air. Ground to air. We're going to watch it again. Sorry. Ground to air. No reset. Actually just falls to the ground. And Dr. No maybe expecting a reset, expecting to take it a little bit higher. And this is unbelievable. I want to go watch the ball as it somehow does not hit the ground on its way in. Joreuz off the wall, on target. Oh, beautiful. It actually looked like it was a few inches above. Let me slow it down. Not even close. Not even close. Easy 0-second winner. Joreuz, the magic that he could pull off. Will he be able to pull off the magic when the actual Ranked Royale starts and he needs to start winning some series? Listen, he's done it in the past. He is a tournament winner. I would never count him out. And he rocked it in this game against Dr. Known.